Madden football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Ravens coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of... For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between and created a foul.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Las Vegas.
Again, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First down, Las Vegas.
Tua going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No. Look.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Shoves him away. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Raiders.
Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Boye Mafe coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's returnable now for Smith. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Watson on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Got Doubs over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gibbs will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They give it to Williams running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tua now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Ratu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Here's Tua. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Williams going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw is Watson. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Back to throw, Watson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Touchdown! George Kittle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Boye Mafe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw on second is Watson. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Watson on 3rd down. That is caught and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Watson looks to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Watson pushes past it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Watson. And he's brought down. That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Watson now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback third and long. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Smith to return it. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Shifts by him. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Delivers another one to Pierce. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To throw is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
To the air yet again, Watson. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raiders heading out to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Tua now on 1st down. Complete to Austin here over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 5. 1st down, Raiders.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kyron Williams, 34 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Tua going to try and throw for it. It's complete. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stop short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's got some spin. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. This one caught by Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Watson. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding, offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
From midfield, here's Tua. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 127 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watson.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
2nd and a couple.
Again, it's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll run with Gibbs.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Looking to pass. Tua.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now Tua. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Tua going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. A toss out right to Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in.
But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.